Hey guys, so I wanted to share with you a couple things that I will be taking away from Speech 100. So, for starters, I've definitely learned a lot about nervousness and how to handle my nervousness and anxiety before public speaking and during public speaking. So, I haven't given a speech probably since sophomore, junior year since high school, so that's years now. And I wasn't expecting myself to do it in college, but until I found out that public speaking was a general requirement. I'm not very comfortable, I'd say, speaking in front of crowds, but because of this class, I've definitely become more comfortable, and it is something I don't look forward to it, but I definitely don't. I'm not as anxious as I used to be about that, and that's because I've understood how to control my nervousness. So, something the professor mentioned in the beginning of class that I definitely took the heart with was the first couple, I think 30 seconds are always the hardest, just because your adrenaline is so high. But once you start going, it goes down, and that's something I've definitely noticed. So I've told myself going into speeches, become well prepared for the first minute or so, and then after that, I'll know the information good enough where I can just kind of speak off the top of my mind, and I can just kind of let the argument flow. And that's something I've definitely implemented into my speeches. I've also learned a lot about organizing and writing a speech. I've noticed it's a lot like writing an essay. I've taken a lot of English classes, and so I implemented ideas I've taken away from English class into this class, especially in the last essay we had, the argumentative essay. And I will definitely be taking away ideas. It's vice versa. I've also will take away ideas from speech about how to implement that into writing a good paper, a good essay in other classes. For example, argument appeals is something I will definitely be using from now on. I learned about argument appeals, I think it was like sophomore year, and I just pushed them to the back of my head. It was like, I don't need these things, when am I going to use these things? And this class has definitely shown me the importance of them, especially in this last argumentative essay. Having good ethos, having good pathos, having good logos, that credibility, that logic, and that emotional appeal can just, having that perfect balance can just take your argument to the next level. And that's something I can definitely implement in other English classes or any other class that I got to write a paper for that matter. I think it just, when you have that perfect balance, it just can really take your paper or your argument to the next level. And that's something I'll really be taking away. I'll also be taking away the 5 types of evidence. I think that is a really solid way of, once again, having a balanced paper, such as like the analogy, the expert testimony, specific instance, all that stuff. I will definitely be taking that away. I think you get it through your head that this is like the minimum of what I need in this paper or speech or whatever you're working on, and it kind of makes sure that your paper essay is at a certain standard, or like it matches a certain standard, so it would always be very credible and a very well written essay, whatever you're working on. So that's another thing I'll definitely be taking away from the speech class. Also, delivery is also a big one I will be taking away from this class. Going into this, like I said, I had no idea about public speaking, about how to talk, where my hands should go, all that stuff, and now I've definitely learned how to use my hands for emphasis, how my body should stand, how to stop making distracting looks, across the room and all that stuff. It's something I will definitely be using, not just if I take public, or I have to deliver a public speech for whatever reason, but if I'm just talking in general. I think this class offers great basics about how to just communicate properly, just how your body should be, how you should appear professional. This could be used anywhere. I'm talking like job interviews, anywhere you got to seem professional. You got to talk to someone. I think I'm able to understand how my body looks when I'm talking, and also how I appear when I'm speaking. So I'm always looking professional. So that's probably one of the big ones I'm definitely taking away from this class. So that is a couple things I took away from this class. So thank you.